in this bitch, but that's kind of what I have on. Minus Steve's shirt. Minus his shirt. Okay. While I have it in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. Another episode of Black, you feel me? I'm gonna leave this maybe short and sweet. I'm not sure how long this will take. I was trying to record this in a video format, so this is strictly for like videos, regular form videos, but this is gonna be turned into regular videos, so it's gonna be a live stream for now, because I couldn't make the regular videos anyways. It's just weird recording on here. I have to like get it, you know what I'm saying, like kind of just do it as I'm recording before I record, and then after I do it, then I like save all the minutes I was talking and shit. But I can't really do it like that on this console, so I gotta like, you know what I'm saying, or what I just said anyways. Yes, what I just said is how it works, instead of me just pressing record and then doing it and then stop recording. Anyways, yeah, the title of this video is going to be the last story that I tell in this live stream. I have 3 stories that I'm going to be talking about. Once I get it out verbally, I'll kind of like just snip them, I'll chop them and use them for later. So I'm just kind of like recording for myself in the future. Maybe I'll leave this public just because like I'll probably do other things in this live stream that I could use for later, but this is what I'm making the live stream for. I didn't really intend to go live again, but this is an easier way for me to collect content, so let's see how it goes. I actually got to look at that, see how the whatchamacallit is later, the quality, because it's kind of different. I think this is shit, the world that I died in. Let me see if I'm still alive. Let's see what's up. I think I died in here like twice. That's what I think though. If not, then we're good. And I got some new music. I ain't never heard these synth waves and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, I don't know what instrument that was. They killing that though. Oh, they give a light to that bit. If the source block for water or lava is removed, oh yeah, I knew that. It will stop completely. Minecart and some rails. Oh, y'all ain't never heard of a boat in ice. Anyway, I might as well start. I don't know how loud the music. Fuck. I don't know how loud the music is gonna get over my voice, but we'll see. Oh, it stopped. Okay, the music is done. Okay, first story. First story. This is probably the most fitting since it's dark already. But this story is a true story. I'm not really sure what you would call it, like a dream or like real, but I guess people call them night terrors. This was not a good experience because I remember it to this day. I say people tend to tuck bad memories. They tend not to remember the bad and, you know, cling to the good, but these are one of those bad memories that you just don't forget just because of how scarring it was. Like, there is nothing. I know me and my parents had our moments, but there's nothing as bad as coming face to face with a demon. Let me explain though. Let me explain. Okay, so look, this I was putting the video earlier before I just gave up. Don't know what day it was, so I'm gonna just make it up because I couldn't remember what it was. I know it was a school day. Let's just say it was a Tuesday morning, a very quiet Tuesday morning. I'm laying on my bed, on my back, so I'm faced towards the ceiling. And it was pretty early because you could still see like the light blue light of the sun. You can tell it's not all the way over the horizon, but the sun is up. It's just not all the way up in the sky because it's still like a light. It's like a baby blue in the sky. So I'm like, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? It's morning. I know what time it is. I hear the ambience of my mom and dad talking on the phone because he was overseas at the time. So our morning was his night, so she was pretty much saying goodnight to him. I'm just waking up. I think that was before my baby sister's born. Irrelevant, but I just had to say that. I think I was also the only one in the room because I felt alone in there. I felt like my brother was out there as well. I had no proof. I didn't turn my head at this time. I didn't even move my body. But yeah. So apparently I was awake because according to Tony Stadavici as well, who's had some of these experiences, your brain turns your body off kind of like a switch with chemicals as soon as you fall asleep, just so you're not like doing a backflip in your bed if you did it in your dream, you know what I'm saying? So your brain automatically shuts down your body for safety. But I didn't go through those protocols yet, so I'm awake, but my body is still shut down. It's still like clocked out. So I'm like, okay, am I dreaming? Like, what the fuck? Like, so I'm awake. So what I think I'm awake. Like I said, it's hard to differentiate how to really know if you're awake or asleep. But I like I say, I see the light, I hear them talking, but I can't move. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, deadass. Mind you, I'm a middle schooler, so I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm like, bro, like, I'm scared, but like I don't know what to do. So I can't scream because my body got my body paralyzed, or my brain, excuse me. Oh shit, look at the fit though. Hold on. But anyway, my brain has my body paralyzed, so I can't move. And all of a sudden, bro, no bullshit, no bullshit. There is a head. Hold on, y'all are chatting. Fuck, I can't see it. I gotta get my phone. Welcome, greetings. I know this is crazy. I know this is crazy. Anyways, she's in the office. Yeah, she in the office, gang. But yeah, oh, I gotta plug this back in. I gotta get my phone too. I saw y'all talking, but look, I gotta get to this first story first. I gotta lock in because this is probably the most intricate one. I kid you not, though. The moment I realized that I couldn't scream, the moment I realized I couldn't move, oh, bitch, give me that. Anyway, the moment I realized that I can't do any of these things, it's like a black mist, like a ghost-like mist. It's a black shadowy figure that emerges out of my chest. Pause. But this is crazy. It's crazy. I'm laying, like I said, on my back. I can see things, but I can't move. And all of a sudden, yeah, like I said, the shadow just like emerges out of my chest. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'm definitely not awake, because I'm like, that doesn't happen in real life. Okay, boom. I'm sitting there watching this just kind of like sit at the corner of the right of my eye now. So I'm still looking up at the ceiling because I can't move, but I can move my eyes. I just can't move my body. And like I said, there's now there's a shadow sitting in the corner of my eye while I'm laying down. Mind you, I'm in middle school. And I briefly told this story on stream, but I'm telling the rest of it if this sounds familiar to some of y'all. But boom. Now I got a shadow staring at me. I could feel something staring at me. I don't see eyes. I don't really see anything that makes it look too human. I just see a humanoid figure. Like I said, it just emerged out of, like I'm saying, out my chest, out my nipples. I'm like, what the fuck? And then boom, it gets worse. So this mist, this darkness turns into a humanoid body. Kid you not. It's like it looks like a mannequin, like one of those mannequins you see at the mall, just leaning over you. So now I have, you know what I'm saying, one of the Nike mannequins, one of them figures, just leaning over my face almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I'm trying to make it funny, like it was trying to sniff me, but no bullshit. It just looked like it was looking at me like a specimen, like an alien on a table trying to probe me or some shit. I'm like, what is going on? Like, now I see a figure looking at me and it doesn't look human. And mind you, I am still sitting here in silence. I can't move. I can't scream. I'm like, bro, somebody come and open the door. What the fuck is going on? And then it gets even worse. Because the only reason I'm telling... Oh, now I can refill my hunger bar with sweet berries. Nice. Hold up. I need some of these. So now, not only am I afraid, but I can't speak. I can't scream. I can't move. And now... Oh, yes. This is the difference. Out of all the stories I've ever heard anybody tell of their night terrors, oh, you're about to die, buddy. Hold up. You're about to die while I'm telling the story. Simultaneously, you about to multitask. The craziest thing, bro, is that no one I've ever no one I've ever heard tell a story like this has ever said what I'm about to say, which is unfortunate for me. I don't say this to brag. This is just what happened. Bro. I get dragged out of my bed. So now I'm on the floor. Mind you, I don't know if I'm awake or asleep at this point, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Mom, like, I'm in middle school. I don't know what this is. I didn't know what to call these. This is just a nightmare, a really bad dream, but it's real because I still hear them talking in the kitchen, and I'm awake and all this shit. And now I'm on the floor with a black ghost mannequin pinning me to the floor. I want to pause that, but I felt like I don't have to. It's an interdimensional entity that now has me on the floor in my own room. So I'm like, okay, Now I'm about to die because now I've never had this happen. Normally in a bad dream, I'm in a obscure location. I'm in the motherfucking Grand Canyon with damn Obama or some shit. That's normally like a bad dream. I'm somewhere that I don't recognize. This is happening in my room before I go to school, in the same setting, same dude. It was so weird. It was so weird. It was like I was wide awake having a nightmare. But now I'm on the floor. The demon has his hand on my chest, and or actually now I'm on my back. No, so now their hand is on my back. I'm on my stomach for some reason, and I'm looking at the front door of my room, but I can't move still, and it's just dark. I'm in a, like, it feels like now all the light is just getting darker around my face. And there's this weight on the back of my back. Wait, huh? You said what? Okay. Thanks for interrupting my train of thought. Anyways, what was I saying? Bro, the best way I could describe this without being too wordy is that whatever I was going through at this time only got worse because I didn't know what it was. It's just I'm over here thinking this is a dream, right? I'm over here thinking it's a dream the whole time. Let me get through this part because I don't know what gender this entity was. If this was like a woman, a male spirit, a demon, incubus, suck. I don't know what it was, but what made it weird is that it started speaking to me. So not only did it move me off of my bed and start, like, you know what I'm saying, doing some kind of ritual in my room, wide awake in the morning before I go to school, but it started talking to me. And I remember this because this is what I titled this story. It's called The Witch's House, because this is what it started whispering in my ear. It just, I hear this female raspy ghostly voice, and it's just whispering over and over in my ear like this. Like I don't know if I don't know if this is gonna hurt y'all ears, but this is what I heard, nigga. I'm over here hearing this in my ear. The witch's house. The witch's house. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like what is that? What does that mean? I still don't know what that means. Why it was talking to me, why it chose me that morning on that fateful day. And great. All right, hold on. This is hardcore. I gotta survive at least one day. I died and I failed last time. This is the same seed, but it's just, anyways, that's not the point. Why was it talking to me? Because not only did I not have an answer for it, and still to this day I don't, but I told my aunt about it, right? So I got so scared that morning after, boom. All right, I phase out of that because I don't want to relive that moment anymore. So I'm gonna just skip to the part where it's over. Because yes, I got pinned to the floor, a demon started speaking to me, started whispering the witch's house, which I don't know what the fuck that means, but maybe it has something to do with like something that happened with the people who lived there prior. Maybe the people who were currently living there was a spirit on them that was bothering me. Something was speaking to me in a code almost. It felt like a code because I still couldn't crack it, still can't crack it to this day. But all this new knowledge that I got, I don't know, I can't count how many years ago that was, but I was in middle school, so it was some time ago, and I still don't really know what that means. But I fast forward a little bit more. I told my mom about it. She told my aunt, because she's a Christian, you know what I'm saying, she goes to church and pray, and she said that she used to have nightmares like that too, which made me feel a little bit more assured. I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one that be having like moments like these, right? And then she said like yours ain't speak to you, and she was like, no. I was like, oh. That was literally how that conversation went. She was like, so what did it do? What happened? I told her everything that happened. I'm like, yeah, it just moved me off of my bed. It just started talking to me, and then I got scared. I woke up, and it was like, she was like, oh. Like, she didn't know what to say, and I didn't know what to do, because I'm like, she told me to tell you this now, and now you scared, and now I'm scared because you're scared. And then boom, that was never resolved. So yeah, thank you Jesus Christ, for giving me power that I didn't know I had. Because yeah, back then she didn't tell me what other people in the future would tell me to do. Oh, I gotta plug this back in, but let me get my phone too now that this story is almost over. But nah, real talk. She didn't really know what to do. She didn't know what to tell me. She had never experienced a spirit talking to her, especially in the circumstance that I had, because I was awake. It wasn't a dream. I don't think she had ever heard of a night terror before that, or ever really experienced one like that. I think she was more referencing a dream, which is why she didn't really recall a voice, because normally for a dream you don't really hear noises. You kind of just like, it's your mind, so you kind of like imagine it almost. You are the noise, you know what I'm saying? You assume what the noises should be. I don't know, maybe not, because sometimes I do hear voices in my dreams, people talking and shit, but that's not the point. That's not the oh my god. If I die again, dude, they're trying to kill me while I'm telling stories, bro. I'm trying to get a story out and survive one night of hardcore. That's it. One night of hardcore. Because that's really like the sub objective. Besides me telling two more stories, there's a lot of night terrors I've had, but I think that was the scariest one. Only because, one, my aunt couldn't explain why the demon was talking to me. Second, that shit laid hands on me. The other ones, they probably been in my peripheral. And it's crazy because a lot, if not most or all, happened whenever I lived in that apartment. Oh shit. So maybe there was something wrong with that apartment slash like location in general that was causing like spirits to mess with me, or just where I was in that time of my life. Because Iron Jest, I think that was his name, Iron Jest Gaming. He had said that a lot of the time that comes from practices that you do in the real world, which I agree with. Like around that time in middle school, I was a heavy meat beater. I'm not gonna lie. I was beating my meat like I was getting paid for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me? Which is a cause of anxiety, which is also a cause of nutrient deficiency, and that could bleed over into the dream realm, because you could like waking up dead tired to the point where like it feels like a whole 8 hours was just a blink, like you didn't even sleep at all. That's a sign of nutrient deficiency. So it don't matter how much you slept, your body still can't recover the nutrients that you're constantly depleting. So yeah, that would make sense why I almost couldn't get up for school, and I was just going to school to do homework, write on some papers, yada yada do, talk to some people all day and go home. It's like that task was getting difficult just because of those practices, and I had no idea of that until I got older, like probably, yeah, high school. I stopped doing that, but not the point. Point is that story. Don't talk to demons in dreams, and also try not to wake up too early, or you might get a night terror. You feel me? Like you get demons dragging out your bed and shit. Fuck, this charge keep falling out. You might just get a demon dragging you out your bed and then all of a sudden whispering in your ear. So just don't wake up too early either. Don't wake up too late. Don't wake up too early, nigga. That's the story. That's the motto. Let me see if I can go in that cave. And let me see if I can make a torch in the water. I'm nice. Hold up. Oh, no torch in the water? Hold up. Fuck. What do I need? Two pieces of coal, baby? Like, thought I could do that part with my hands. I just need a safe spot real quick because I want to see what y'all are saying. I saw 3 comments now. 3 comments, but I can't see it on my screen. I thought it would pop up. It's not. So I gotta get my phone out. Let me see what's up though. Oh, where am I? Dude. No torches? Come on, man. Fuck. Oh, I gotta get this out. No, you went like you was before. Wait, I don't even have the option. What am I doing wrong? Bloody. Where my torches at, gang? Hold up. That's story number 1. I need 2 more. I already got them written down. I only wanted to tell the stories that I was comfortable telling on stream, because there's other stories that I don't think I can tell y'all without possibly self-incriminating myself. So I have to really be careful. Hold on. Let me get my phone. Oh, I'm still on my account. Nice. I guess I just go to my profile, or I'll just go through my other profile. I can see the comments still. Boom. Let me see what y'all said. Daquan Productions. Can you join? Is it a demon? Alright, see ya. Oh damn, I just saw that, my brother. My bad, bro. You could have joined if you were still here. I don't know where you went. So yeah. Fuck it. At least it wasn't anyone I knew though. That would have made me feel bad a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But what's up, Daquan? That's a new face. Yes, to answer your question though, briefly, that was a demon. I think. I don't think that was anything of this world. Ooh, god damn. I don't think that was anything of this world though. That was dragging me out of my bed or just materialized out of nothingness. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely something that was not of this world, and I don't think it liked me either, because it did scare me for like the rest of my life type shit. Like, I still can't forget that night or that morning. It was dark, but it was morning though. I had to go to school after that shit. So, and imagine me. I don't think I told anybody. Now that I think about it, I don't think they would have believed me. I think I would have probably got made fun of if I would have tried to relay that story to anyone I went to school with. So I just kind of kept that tuck. So I probably had that in like the 6th grade, maybe 7th grade latest, and I just had to carry that on my shoulders. Like, yep, I just saw a demon this morning. Yep, what's up? You play Minecraft? You know what I'm saying? You want to kill the Ender Dragon? Like, I was like doing shit like that. That's the shit I was talking about at that age, and I'm over here having night terrors, seeing demons in the morning and shit. Like, normally they come out at night. That's my motherfucker hit me at 7 a.m. before I had breakfast. Like, god damn, bro, relax. But okay. All right, that is the first story though. I kind of like skipped through that. I'm not really sure how much time that was. We'll see whenever I run this back how long that story will last. But that's only the first out of the couple of stories I wanted to tell, because that was probably the scariest only, really. That's why I told it first, because it's already nighttime, so fuck it. But can I eat you? I forgot. Never mind. Y'all only drop ink sacks. My fault. That was a random question. My fault, OG. My fault, OG. Anyways, what was the second one? Was it? Oh, Superman. Ha, shit. Okay. This still might be a story that can get me in trouble. Oh, and I survived one day in hardcore, bitch. What are you talking about, bitch? Okay. This is the story of how I drove my car illegally, technically, allegedly. This is before I had my license, but I was determined to make this move though. I ain't gonna lie. It was a dumb move. It was a dumb move because I even had to call my friend to ask him how to turn on the headlights. So that's how unknowledgeable I was of this car, but how determined I was to drive it to go see fine shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, so she won. Boom. I forgot how we even started talking, because she was considered like one of the popular girls back in school. Like, whenever we were still in middle school, at least. That was the last time I ever really had her at my school. Yeah, she was considered like one of the popular girls. Like, she was fine. I ain't gonna lie, for a white girl, she was fine. I don't take any offense to that, because I just have a preference to girls who look like me now. But yeah, for a white girl, I would say now she was cute. I ain't gonna lie. And the only reason I was trying to make this move so hard, because I really thought that I could like finesse. You know what I'm saying? I really thought I could like spit game. Like, I ain't never, you know what I'm saying, dipped into the potato chip dip, you feel me? I ain't never went into the walls, if you know what I mean. So me making this move was very risky, because that's really what I was doing it for. If any guy hangs out with a girl and says, "Oh no, I'm not trying to get with her," or "I'm not trying to smash," you lying. You're a liar. Huh, you know why? Because every guy tries to do it, you feel me? Unless you're gay. No offense to the gay guys, but that's really what I feel is the only exception. You're not trying to smash a girl, an attractive girl you're with, if you're gay. If you're not, you are. Anyways, fast forward to the moment. Me and her are talking. I forgot how we started talking, really. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot what we were talking on. If it was Snapchat, Instagram. No, Instagram. Bam. It was Instagram. Because I remember our DMs were long. We would just be talking about bullcrap. I would just be responding to her stories. I would maybe react to it like with a heart or something. It would just be like, you know, it just innocent shit. And I forgot how we ended up going from the DMs to real life, because like I said, prior to that, in middle school, she was considered one of the popular girls. I was never one of those kind of people. I was out of the way. I did my schoolwork, and then went home. You know, I minded my business. I played Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? I did all the stuff that would be considered nerdy. And look how I turned out. A fucking nerd. Anyways, yeah. I'm not a nerd. Anyway, or maybe I am. I'm just a cool one. Fuck it. regardless, me and her end up going from the DMs to real life. So now she wants to hang out, but she wants me to come over to her house. So I'm like, oh yeah, sure, fire. Where you at? She said Raleigh somewhere. I forgot her exact location, but I knew it was far though. When I put it in Google and I realized I couldn't walk there, I'm like, oh, shit. Right, yeah. She's like, so, I think it was like a Friday. It had to be like a weekend or something, because I saw a couple of people that I went to school with there. Like, it was a girl, an extra girl, and then another guy, which I wasn't too happy about, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted it to be like kind of a me on her thing. But it was those two, so there were two other people. The guy was sitting to the left side of her, and I was sitting to the right side of her. And then the girl was sitting to the right side of me, the other girl, the extra girl. So there's 4 people in a room, and we're watching some movie. I think it was not the King of Egypt. It was something though, where the dude was dancing and getting mad because somebody fucking up his groove. It was that movie. We watched that. I'm just making comments on it. I was kind of blasted, you know what I'm saying? I was out of it. I was under the influence, if you will. So I didn't really know what really to do but just to joke, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make jokes, lighten up the mood, just catch a vibe real quick. And I'm over here talking to the extra and to her, fine shit, who I came here for, because I'm not gonna tell how I got there first until I get to the second part, because this is the part I just kind of had to get out the way. This is like our initial kind of like meeting in person type shit. So it went better than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. We was there. I'm cracking jokes. Extra girl was like, hey, how you doing? My name is I cut her off. I'm like, I already know who you are. I remember your face because it didn't change. No, I didn't say it like that, but I'm like, yeah, I know you already. It's good. She got taken back. She thought I was gonna be an asshole. I just cut her off just to say, just save the intro. I know you, Vicky. No Icky. You know what I'm saying? Icky Vicky. No shit. She was cool too. We was kicking it. I was cracking my jokes for both of them, so it was kind of just like a whole little group hangout thing for however long I was there that night. It's over. I want to skip past this part because I was like, you know, that was non-eventful. It was short. I dipped, and I remember I hugged her on the way out. Like, we were at the front door. The other two had already left, I think, so it was just me and her left. And she was like, hey, you should come back. Like, this is actually a good vibe. I was like, hey, shit. Like, next time I come back, we could do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, not what y'all thinking, but like, we could do something. Like, in the terms that I'm speaking with her, we were trying to get lit. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to get lit in one spot. And how do you do that? Paraphernalia. Anyways, we had some paraphernalia the second time. All right, so this was the guarantee for why I was coming back the second time, because we were gonna have some things to make it fun, you know what I'm saying? So that's indeed what I was gonna do. I was gonna bring that over. I was gonna I think have her mom, I think she was also there as well, which was weird. I ain't never chilled with someone's mom around and like they be okay. Normally, like, the parents, they're like the guardians. They're like the wardens of the house. They're just making sure no one's fucking in there or no one's doing any shit they shouldn't be doing. So, you know what I'm saying? I was surprised that she was there getting lit with us. She's over here talking kind of like she's like our age, you know what I'm saying? It was so weird at first, but it was cool at the same time. And that's pre-cooked. Give me that shit. Anyways, damn, that's Hero Brian though. Oh, fuck. Matter of fact, let me get that. Just one. Yeah, so she was hanging with us. Her mom is hanging with us in the living room. We're chilling and shit. We're talking. We're up there. We were up there. I'm not gonna lie. We were so up there. I think her mom had put on some binaural beats, and she just kind of faded out into existence. I'm not gonna lie. She just kind of faded out into the couch. We're kind of laughing, like, damn, like, okay, that was kind of awkward. Not gonna lie. It was cool. It was cool until it got awkward. So we changed the momentum of this night. I think she started making some cookies. Her mom went upstairs. So now it's just me and her downstairs. And I'm just like, okay, it's getting serious. Now it's just me and her. I never gotten this far with a girl at the time in terms of me just being in her house and just kind of like doing things like this. You know what I'm saying? Normally I'm in the house to like... Actually, the last time I was really in like girl's house prior to that point was like my girlfriend. And like... pretty much early high school. I was still in high school at this time, so early high school, that was the last time I'd ever been up in a girl's house where it's just me and her. Cause the last time that happened, it was my girlfriend trying to get us alone. I ain't even peep. That's a story for another day. She was trying to do some crazy shit behind her parents' back. I ain't even realize they was on that type of time so early. Damn, 2 swings of a wooden. Damn. Okay. Anyways, back to the story though. It was just me and her at this time of the night. Now her mom is upstairs. She's gassed out, and it's just her getting into her her little pajama shit. I ain't gonna lie, it still caught me off guard thinking about that shit. Cause she went from like these leggings. She had like black leggings on to like beyond booty shorts. These are like, I don't even know what to call these. These are so short you can see the cheeks. I'm like, fuck. What'd you wear those for? What you wearing those for? And she's alluding. Like she's like, oh, so where should I sit, or where should I lay down, or where should I sleep? I'm like, this is your house. I didn't say this though. I'm just sitting here listening to her figure this out loud. Cause she's like, so where should I lay down? Like, where should I sit? And I'm just sitting here looking at the TV, watching the movie like I don't hear her. But I think she wanted me to say, right here, beside me. Cause the way I was laying, it was still space for her where she had left, where she was before she got up. So I think she wanted me to say that she could sit next to me, but I didn't say anything. Cause like I said, I didn't know. Fuck, and it keeps falling out. But I didn't know I should initiate that. I didn't know I had to guide her in her own house. But now I do. Now I do know better. Imagine I'm giving you a thumbs up with this iron arm. But anyways, now I do know that I should have said something, and that you're supposed to just lead in those situations. Whenever you're with a girl and she's looking for guidance, you should be that guidance. You should just let her figure it out, because then she knows that you're not going to be what she needs in that time. The guidance, just a ear, or I guess instruction, direction. That's better, direction. Sometimes they need direction. If she was looking for that, I did not give it to her. I made her without the GPS. So she ended up sitting on a seat away from me. Away, that was like across the living room and shit. I'm like, fuck, I ain't getting no cheeks. Fuck, I drove, and this is why I don't know how I even got past this part. But the second night I was supposed to go over there, I got my car that I didn't have a license to drive at the time, allegedly. And I drove another county to go to her house. So I'm over here using my car that I am not legally licensed to drive yet, allegedly, to go to this girl's house, a whole other county over. So it was a good 20-30 minute drive. I had to get on the highway with other people who have a license, and I had to pretend I just had one, because if I got pulled over, that would have been raps. I would have probably folded, I'm not gonna lie to you, because that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was like probably the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Just one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life is drive without a license and a whole other county over. Like, it was probably like a half-hour drive at the max. And I remember sneaking into my car, because how I do it, which is probably gonna be fucked now, but I would just like, I would, because my parents, they're like right next to the front door. Their room is right next to the front door. So I was like, okay, I can't go through there, because it doesn't matter how quiet I open or shut that door, they're going to hear it. And then they're going to look outside and see a missing car, and that's my ass. So what I did was I left through the back of the house. So I'm not going to give the exact layout just in case some predator might be watching and know where I happen to live or some shit, but there's a good room in the back of our house that allows for a good escape for an idea like this, and I took that. So I went out of that room, bam, walked out, ran to the front. I felt like I was on a mission. I'm not gonna lie, my heart was pounding as soon as I stepped out that window, because I'm like, anything could happen. If anything happens outside of this, I'm fucked, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to hide that shit. Hopefully I don't crash. And I think I stayed over there before fucking the morning, dog, like before the sun came up. I remember now, because I had to, like, I slept, but I didn't sleep the entire night, because I'm like, I gotta get back before the sun is up and my parents get up. So I remember, but not even me just having to go a whole other county over, but I had to sneak back. I had to sneak back in and sneak the car back. So I don't know, that was so fucking crazy. That was so crazy. But luckily I didn't crash. I was scared. Like I said, I didn't even know how to use my headlights. Oh god damn it. Fuck, damn it. Why'd I, fuck. This fucking demon. Bitch. Oh, I'm over here holding a piece of meat out like it's gonna do anything to him. Bitch. Anyways, yeah, that was a dangerous move. That was a dangerous play, because she lived very far. Like I said, I had to get on Capitol on the highway to get to her, and I also had to maneuver through a neighborhood. I might just die, but I had to maneuver through a neighborhood to get to her, bro. I had to do so much. I feel like I even had to pass some cops. I had to just pretend I belonged, because if I started like fidgeting in the car or something or looking at them too long, I feel like they would have noticed. I feel like they would have been like, you see that black man and that, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I had to play it cool all the way there, all the way back. And I think driving there whenever the sun was up was the more scarier part, because I feel like in the shadows at night you can hide. In the morning, it's like, I don't know, I feel like the sun is just a big ass eyeball that just sees you. Anyways, yeah, I snuck to that girl's house. I illegally drove my car allegedly to her house, and I made it back in one piece without crashing, dying, killing anyone else, getting a ticket, which is crazy. Probably crazy lucky. Hey, that's pre-cooked. That's pre-cooked. He thought he was getting out of that alive. Hell no. Hold on. Oh, damn, you're a baby. You're so lucky. I was about to push you in that fire. I think I came from over here. Yep, these are the burnt trees. Hero run. I'm gonna go this way. I mixed that story up. I told that shit backwards. I was supposed to tell it how I got there, but I just told what was going on like I was about to smash story, because I was. That was the time. Bro, she was so fun, bro. And the fact that my homie, whenever I told him that story, like, yeah, bro, we was just chilling. I was chilling over there at her house type shit. Shit was crazy. And you try to downplay it by saying, oh, yeah, I was over there, too. I was helping her move boxes. My brother, I'm sorry, we're not the same. You were helping her move boxes because we were a favor. And I was chilling with her, and I saw her cheeks, nigga. Anyway, that's not the point. I thought that was crazy whenever I told him that story. He just tried to downplay it, like, yeah, I was helping her move boxes, and he tried to flex on me with, no, she was using you. She was using you. Maybe she was using me too, though. I don't know. Now that I think about it, she got a whole nother boyfriend. She had another boyfriend before her most recent. She had like a black boyfriend that kind of resembled me, I felt like, just because he was black. Oh! Alright, that creeper don't like black people either, but anyways, yeah, I feel like I left a pretty good impression on her, because that was the boyfriend that she got after was her first black boyfriend, so I was like, oh shit, that's either a coincidence or my impression was very strong, which I think it was the second. Yeah, I told that story all fucked up. Hopefully maybe I could like reverse it, I don't know, because I kind of like faded the more important details of how I got there into the middle of that story with details I didn't even want to tell. But anyways, oh, you bitch. Yeah, I knew you were gonna explode, but you missed. I really look like a traveler though, I ain't gonna lie. This fit right here is fire. Anyway, the last story, this I would say my least favorite, because I actually almost died. I was really going through the archives of the stories in my head, and I'm like, what would be the best ones I could tell that wouldn't get me in trouble, like the last one potentially. This probably is one of those. Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll see. It could be an innocent story. It could be just one that's fucking, I don't know, fucking my entire freedom up potentially. This has happened when I was like way younger. So this is occurring before both of the stories I just told. Both of the stories that I just finished telling happened whenever I was way older. So this is going way back in time. Like, I think, yeah, I was still in elementary school. So I don't know if y'all are old enough to remember what a ripstick is, what they are, where they came from, or what time period. But back in my day, whenever kids still went outside, at least, there was these like skateboards that were like for advanced skaters, which I definitely wasn't. I gave up skateboarding after I tried to do a kickflip, and the board kept landing up my ass. I just stopped skateboarding after that. I'm like, I'm not meant for this shit. I'm gonna leave this to the guys who are good at it. Because I would try to skateboard just because I thought it looked cool, but every time the board kept landing right there, I kept getting popsicles, what they call it. I gave up. I forgot where that board went. Anyways, oh my gosh, I remember some dude that bought a ripstick though. I think it was damn, I forgot his name. He always had a whole bunch of cool shit. He'd always bring the shit outside that we'd play with, or we'd ask to play with. But these are one of those things. I'm gonna call him Z, because I know his name started with a Z. I just can't remember his full name. But this dude Z had a ripstick that he had let everybody use in the cul-de-sac, everybody up the street whenever we were outside. And it was only one, so we had to like take turns with it. I forgot I forgot where everybody was at, because now that I recall this story, I was the only one outside. There was no one outside to help me whenever I got hurt. But anyway, we're gonna get to that part in a minute. But yeah, so boom, damn, you just came out of nowhere. You just really emerged from that tree, and you're not gonna burn because you're fully armored, you bitch. Anyway, so boom, I'm over here using this dude's ripstick because I know it's not mine. And I'm over here just going in a circle. Like, it's up the street on top of a very tall... Okay, so boom, let me give you an idea where we're at. So we're on a very tall hill. Our entire neighborhood and the entire road and shit is on a very tall hill in a neighborhood that... Oh, I thought we were cool. I didn't see him running at me. I'm thinking we're straight. But yeah, so we're on a tall hill. Whole road, whole neighborhood, the whole street is just on a huge steep incline. So at the very top of the hill is the cul-de-sac where everyone, or the top of the neighborhood is. I don't know what to call it. Where the top of the neighborhood is, right? Where the cul-de-sac is, that's where everybody is. We used to play up there all the time, just in the cul-de-sac, and it was the apex of the neighborhood. Everybody used to go up there at the top of the hill to play every day, and that's where everything would stay. But I for some reason, my dumbass, I got tired of riding around in a circle with the ripstick, and I wanted to test the limits, because this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. This could have ended so bad, but I did it anyway for some reason, and I'm gonna just spill it. So boom, you probably can tell what's gonna happen next with the context I just gave up to this point. I'm riding the ripstick in a circle, and boom, I look down the hill because I'm like, this is a skateboard, right? That's a big hill. A big hill plus a skateboard equals fast. Me on skateboard want to go fast, so my dumbass, I start inching down the hill. So I'm over here pushing the skate. I think I just walk over there. I walked to the edge of the hill. Matter of fact, I didn't even know how to do it like that. I just knew how to start going and wiggling. So I'm like, all I gotta do is just get on this bitch and start wiggling, and then boom, we're off, right? We're as simple as that. Boy, this is where it gets scary, because I deadass could have died. I deadass could have died. I was in elementary school doing this shit. Anyways, I'm on the ripstick at the edge of the... We're just gonna fly around for now while I tell this last story. I'm gonna see what y'all said in chat. That was too perfect. That's gonna be in the video. Oh my god. Let me see what y'all said. I gotta freeze it to like I'm in the back. Muso Animation said, "Hi, you're back." Indeed, you feel me? Indeed. They couldn't keep me away. They couldn't keep me at bay. You feel me? Yeah, I'm back. This is I don't know what to call it. I'm gonna say I'm back for now. I'm chilling. It's a lot been going on behind the scenes, but we still working though, hard every day. I know I said it would be probably a long hiatus or not. I didn't know how long it would be. It's only really been a month since my last stream, or my last like stream I was saying all that shit. But yes sir, we trying to get it though. We trying to get it. You feel me? Who with it? I can play a couple more games on this console. I'm gonna be finishing Spider-Man again just because I'm good at it and it's there, and I should have did that before I played or offered to play Spider-Man 2. We're gonna do that. But yeah, I'm just telling stories right now. I'm doing this for this stream. I got on a little bit earlier. I did a Spider-Man stream. I tried to challenge myself to use no webs. That did not work out at all. That didn't work out, but it was a pretty fun stream. I'm gonna try to do this more often while I'm here. But where was I at though with the ripstick story? So I'm at the top of the hill with a ripstick in my hand, and oh my gosh, this is the street. This isn't a sidewalk. This is a concrete street, asphalt, and it's steep. Like, I'm talking about, like, it's so steep. Like, at the top of the hill, you could see the curve of the hill, but you can't see the bottom. You can only see the bottom when you're like halfway down. That's how steep it was. So my dumb ass, I get on the damn ripstick and I push forward down the hill. So I'm on a ripstick. This is not a regular skateboard. If you ever had a ripstick, A ripstick does not have brakes. A ripstick is not stable like a skateboard is. So once you're moving, you're moving. And I am moving downhill incrementally. It goes, well, okay, it starts incrementally and then it just goes exponentially faster down the hill. I didn't even go down here. Let me see let me see what I would have found while I'm telling the story. So I am, boom. Imagine a hill kind of like steep like this, though. I ain't even gonna lie. That's what it felt like. I'm going straight down a motherfucking hill now. There's no cars, luckily, because how we have this, it's like a T intersection. So once you get down to the bottom of the hill, there's an intersection, but it's shaped like the capital letter T. So it's only cars going side by side. There's no other one going like, you know, back and forth, like from behind. You know what I'm saying? It's just the T. So I know where I'm going. I can see if there's any cars coming up, hear them coming from behind or going to the sides. And I'm hurling straight for that intersection. I'm going fast and I'm not slowing down. I don't know why I didn't think about this until I'm in the heat of the moment. But the moment I'm picking up speed down the hill and I realize I don't have a way to stop safely, that's when I start panicking. But I'm not screaming or anything. I'm not crying. I'm just like, fuck, like, how am I gonna get out the skateboard safely without dying now? Because I'm over, if I keep going down the hill, I'm either gonna fall and scrape like all of my skin off, I'm gonna hit a car, or a car's gonna hit me, or the best case scenario is what I was thinking. I would hit the curb and I'd fly, and there's another hill, so I would have been fucked. But I would have hit a curb once I hit, like, you know what I'm saying, the other side of the intersection where like there's just grass. I would have fell down another hill into a playground that had like wood chips on the ground. So I would have probably got splinters on my shit. So what I do, I'm going halfway down the hill now. I'm like about halfway down the hill, pretty much full speed at this point. I'm afraid because I'm like, bro, either I jump off or I crash into something. So that's what I choose to do. I choose the you said, isn't Web Spider-Man's main thing? Exactly. That's why I did the challenge, because that just makes him a vigilante at that point, a parkouring vigilante. But I couldn't do it. That's right. That's his main thing. I don't have enough upgrades to not even do that. If I was doing like New Game Plus, I probably could have. I don't have enough like Venom bar. I don't have enough I don't even have the Venom jump or the Venom whatever the fuck it's called. I don't have any of the shits yet to not use my webs. I tried it at the beginning of the game. It didn't go well. It didn't go well. But yeah. Halfway down the hill, going full speed at this point, bro. I didn't know how the fuck to stop. Like I said, unless I jump or I crash. Luckily, I chose the second because I didn't want to scrape my clothes or my skin. So I peel off into the grass on the left side of the road, and damn, dude, you could tell this seed is just chaotic. I put in the seed in my first returning stream, and I could see how it's like, how the numbers you put for the seed affect how the generation is. This generation so far for this world has just been like weird. It's not like it's uniform as like it could be. You know what I'm saying? You could tell just by the layouts. Anyway, yeah, I peel off into the grass. So boom, I'm going down the hill. It kind of looked like this. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a little patch of grass right here. There was like a house right there with like bricks and stuff, and then there was like, you know what I'm saying, more houses going down the hill incrementally as well. I peel off into the grass. Bam. Really just like that. That's what it felt like, because I hit like a hard part of the grass. My back is sliding on the ground, because as I get into the grass is like wet. It's not really as stable, or it's not really like it doesn't have as good of a the traction is not good on grass. Obviously, it's not fucking asphalt. So my back is now sliding on the grass. I'm looking up in the sky. The ripstick is flying. The ripstick flew down the hill. The ripstick is still going down the hill now. In the grass though. While I'm sliding in the grass like this, looking up, because I'm going so fast, I lost my balance and I fall. Bro. As I'm sliding, my back hits a rock that's like sticking out of the ground. So bam, I lose my breath, because I'm like, bro, I didn't expect that. So I get the wind knocked out of me and I'm laying on the ground like this. So imagine just seeing some kid fly off a ripstick with a ripstick probably like 13, maybe 15 feet down the hill, and then you just see him laying down like this in the grass. can't breathe, so I look defeated. I'm trying to call out. Like I was like, help. Help. I'm dead ass calling for help, but like I sound like a dying old man. Like, cause I couldn't breathe, and it took probably like a couple minutes for me to be able to like fully breathe deep breaths again. I'm breathing shallow as fuck on the ground while I can't really talk that loud. You said it looks like a face? Type shit. Yeah, that's me. I don't know if you see that. You know what I'm saying? That's me. But yeah, that I'm not gonna lie. In response, not even in response, just going back to that. That was probably my last time riding on a ripstick. I think that's the last time I saw a ripstick. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised they got recalled after that for a short amount of time. I ain't even seen them on the shelf in the stores after that. I ain't gonna lie. Just because I stopped looking for it, I ain't want it. I don't know. This just, I'm not gonna lie. Whoever made the ripstick though, I think they were trying to kill people. I don't really know. Like where is the skill level? When and what situation would you need a ripstick? Like unless you're just trying to flex. You know what I'm saying? I think the ripsticks were like the Teslas of our generation. Like it looked cool, but like what was it really for? Like what imagine seeing somebody twisting their way to school. Like a ripstick was just dangerous. It was not really a suitable way of travel. It looked, like I said, again, very cool. It was just not safe. And the decision that I made at that age kind of should solidify why it shouldn't have really been given to a generation like me, or just like a nigga like me, because of what I did. I didn't think about the repercussions of that until I was in that situation. You said at least you're still here, type shit. You feel? Hold on, let me show you my outfit. Yeah, you feel me? That shit look clean, bro, because it looked like I just really like, you know what I'm saying, came back from the dead with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got Steve's shirt, but it's ripped, so I kind of look homeless, but I'm not, because I got a drape over it. And that drape, that gray drape or black drape, that's kind of what I have on right now. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks just like that, like unintentionally. But, bro, yeah, they shouldn't allow kids like me to have instruments like that, because that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. And like I said, it wasn't until I was like looking at the face of death where I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? Like, this wasn't smart. Like, nigga, of course, if I didn't choose to peel off into the grass, I probably would have died that day. No, or I would have got severely injured by a car, or like I said, hitting that curb, or just hitting the concrete. Luckily, all I left with was just a hurt back. I got the wind knocked out of me temporarily, and I was scared. But that could have went way worse. I could have got like probably my whole back peeled off or some shit, or like maybe I don't know what could have happened. There's a lot of other shit that like this happened. Like, I'm not gonna blame it on my brother, because I used to think being around my brother was like a bad luck for me, because now me telling that story reminded me of something else. I'm gonna just say this briefly, because I thought this was pretty funny. I really forgot about the story until I told that one, but it's not as long, it's not really probably as interesting. Want to join? I have only been on one like once, but it was wobbly as shit. Are you talking about ripsticks? Yeah, I feel that, bro. Ripsticks was something, man. Like I said, it was cool, because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, whenever he brought it out to us, we're all playing with it, looking at it, I'm like, damn, man, like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just fire. Like, I didn't know what it was, how to use it, until I saw someone else do it, and then I'm using it, and then I got myself in that situation, and I stopped. I fell on and fell off with a ripstick as quickly as it came on the scene, bro. But I can probably play with you on here, I'm not gonna lie. This is an older console. This is why I don't have anybody on here. But I need to get your gamer tag again if we do, because I don't got nobody. I ain't got no friends on here. But I can go to the store though. Hey, bitch. What is that? Oh, that's the dude from Smurfs. Yeah, I'm like, he look ugly as fuck. Anyway, yeah, bro. You said, yeah, but how have you been? I've been pretty good, man. Been very busy. It's really hard to, like, you know what I'm saying, work and then come back and do this, because it's like work takes like my soul. Like, you have to give your energy and your attention and everything to work, and then when you come home, it's like you kind of want to decompress. And this is like another job in a way. You have to show up ready to perform, you know what I'm saying? And I want to give that energy every time I'm on here, because I don't want to be on here like Yeah, so like whenever I went down the hill, bruh, like all of a sudden I slipped and I ain't trying to talk like that. I ain't trying to talk like I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give y'all life. I'm trying to pour life in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that was. I was gonna tell the other story. All it really was though, all I'm thinking about is whenever me and my brother got our new bikes. We got brand new mountain bikes because we love going outside. We love biking, but our bikes either kept breaking, they would get stolen, we would lose them or some shit, or really just because they kept breaking. It was really the chains. I remember fixing my chain a lot, only because it would rust, only because we'd leave it outside whenever it would rain. I didn't understand. Hold on, let me. I was messages on screen. Yeah, bro. I remember we just got our new mountain bike. It was, you know what I'm saying? We was chilling. We was just. I think we was. What? It was the same day we got them, so we was just testing our bikes. It was that same day we had just got the bikes, and man, tell me why. Whenever I'm going down the hill, because I'm checking where my brother went, right? Because now me and my brother can fit in with the other kids. We all got bikes. They got bikes. Some got skateboards. Some got ripsticks. I just told the story. The whole neighborhood moving now. Everybody got their whip. The bike or a skateboard, that was a car for our generation. I don't care what y'all talking about now. Before you were old enough to have a car, the bike or a scooter or a skateboard, that was the method. That was what made you. You know what I'm saying? One of the cooler kids, even if you were a cool kid, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, summer one more 228. Boom. Bam. Hold on. Yeah, bro. That was what made you cool back in the day. If you had a scooter, if you had a bike, those things, methods of transportation. Oh, I gotta sign in. Fuck, I forgot. Give me a second. I remember that. No, let me screenshot. This is kind of like a reset. I remember this. This is the original. This is how we met, brother. Sharing the gamer tag while I was online, you feel me? And the rest is history. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna jump back in the world while I'm telling this part, because it's short, but still, it was like everybody's outside, so we're chilling, we all having a good time and stuff, and my brother goes down the hill, like he goes out of my sight, so I couldn't see him. I didn't know where he was, and I had to check on him. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna just like kind of go down here, see where he at, how far he went, type shit. Like everybody else doing their thing, I was doing mine at this point. And all of a sudden, I don't know why I'm going this fast down the hill. I don't know why I'm going down this fast, but I went down. Sometimes I used to lean over my bike. Yeah, I was probably leaning over my bike rail or my bike handles, because I used to do that. Like, oh, no hands. I'm really just like steering with my hips. But this was dumb of me, because I was going way too fast to stop on time. You said, let me know if you're still up for the minigame thing and that D&D. Oh shit, yeah, that was on my last. I have to try to do like a world transfer for the original one that I had, because this is the console that has the original mini game shit. So if I can get that transferred over, yes, I can do that, most definitely. That'd be cool, because yeah, everything I was building before, the other one that I was referencing, or I guess the one that you could see on my my final live stream, that's the world that I was gonna have us play on, but I just couldn't finish it in time. Or I finished it, but I didn't make everything that I wanted to make. But yeah, I'm gonna just bring the other one that I had originally, because that's already done, and I already have a couple of levels to that. I just have to. Actually, I should add a couple more things to make it work, but it does work. It's just like, that's not even really complete either. But I'll let y'all see that though. You get what I mean. I'm talking. Anyways. Fuck. All I have to do is say one last part, because this is the part of the story where it's short like this. This is the part I'm thinking about, where it's like, I'm going down the hill way too fast to stop on time, because I remember whenever I spot my brother, it's way too late for me to stop safely. So boom, I'm right in front of him, damn near. I'm about to be in front of him, and my bike is about to be on him, because I'm going too fast to stop safely. and he's just sitting there. Like, I think he was going down the hill still, or I think he stopped. But there was, excuse me, there was something that made me stop so hard that my bike, whenever I tried to, like, I was braking and I was starting to slide. So, you know, if you brake so hard and so fast that you kind of start to hydroplane, I was doing that, but on dry land. So I'm hydroplaning on dry land, by the way. Brother right in front of me. I couldn't stop to a complete stop on time. So now I'm leaning my bike to the side. I turn my bike to the side, whoosh. You know what I'm saying? Woo. And I'm still sliding to my brother. I'm like, fuck, I might hit him. And then boom, I just stop. Boom, I just stopped. And now I'm flying over my brother. I couldn't forget that because that's exactly how it happened. I stopped so hard and I stopped so rough that I ended up flying over his head. And this is still going downhill. So while I'm flying over his head, the ground that I left on is about to be lower than when I land. When I get back onto land, it's about to hurt a little more than when I left the ground. And it did, because I think I did scrape my arm a little bit. I got scraped up a little bit somewhere, but it was really my bike that got messed up, because the little bit of it that was behind him before it hit him, it slid a little bit, so it might have hit his bike. Maybe I heard some clanks clean, you know what I'm saying, like that. And yeah, I messed my bike up that day. It was messed up the first day I got it, I think, one of the first days, and I was just test riding that bit. Not because of my brother, just because it's just some unfortunate circumstances. At the time, I blamed him, though. At the time, I was mad at him. I was like, damn, like, you just because of you, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So no soldier boy and shit. Like, I was blaming him for my bike was messed up, but he was young. He was really young. Like, he was really little at that time. So I understand. And it's just shit. It's just little kid shit. But I was highly upset. I'm not gonna lie, because I had to sacrifice my safety and my bike, just to keep him safe. But I'm glad I did that, though, because I could tell that story proud instead of being like, oh yeah, I crashed to my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that feels a lot better saying that I went out of my way to make sure that he was okay. But yeah, they didn't feel good, though. I'm not gonna lie. After I landed on the ground, like after I flew over his head and landed on the ground, obviously I wasn't happy with him at the time. So I'm like, fuck you. I'm saying, like, even though I just jeopardized my safety and my bike health just to make sure my brother was safe, I was not happy with him. So I think I went inside after that. We didn't really do anything else after that, because I'm like, now I'm hurt and my bike is fucked up and I just got it, and you're sitting here cool. His bike was fine for a long ass time, and my bike, I think it ended up breaking first, or just the fastest, just because of that one day. I remember the gears were fucked up, so I was stuck on a heavy gear, because you know how mountain bikes, they let you like have like a easier gear and like a heavy gear to really get moving and shit. I was stuck on heavy gears, so I was like, alright, whatever, I'll just train my legs to get better at that. Because yeah, the higher the gear would go, it would start skipping. I remember, I was like, yeah, fuck this shit, bro. Nigga, hold on. Fuck you too, nigga. My fault. Anyway, yeah, bro. That was 4 stories. I was only supposed to tell 3 stories. I told 4. That last one really wasn't a story, though. That was kind of like an abbreviation. That was like a summary, because I don't even remember how we got in that situation, who was outside that day, how bad I got hurt. I remember the color of our bikes, though. Mine was blue. For some reason, I vividly remember that shit. I had a blue mountain bike. He had an orange one. His was way more sleek. I ended up using his more in the future anyway, just because how fucked up mine was. I think both of those bikes are gone now. I think both of them got broken. But that was good, Patch. Alright. Anyway, yeah, both of those bikes got broken. They're old now. That was way in the past, though, when I was young. Like, you good? Yeah, that was when I was young, though. Back whenever bikes still matter. Now I got a car, so it don't even matter. But yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that was insane. 1, riding down a hill on a ripstick, and then 2, flipping over my brother. That was like some Tom Cruise shit. Elementary school. I ain't never did no shit like that before that point. But that was probably the last time, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was the last time I had rode my bike that carelessly. And then I think I just stopped doing that, because it was, 1, a mountain bike, so like the pedals in the front weren't as tall as like BMX bikes. So me trying to go down the hill And like with no hands, it just got scarier. I'm not gonna lie. With a mountain bike, it was just too much to play with. So I just stopped doing that shit. I got a little bit older, started playing games a little bit more, started coming outside a little bit less. You know what I mean? Just cause that's what happened in this age. Like I was probably the last generation that was really outside every day. Like not just to go outside to go to the store or maybe to go see my friends. You know, occasionally, like to spend the night and spend the rest of the time inside. Like we would actually be outside all day. And my generation was like the transition from like playing outside, yay, like you know what I'm saying, getting your vitamin D, like, you know, entirely. We would be outside probably like 12 o'clock till the sun went down. So we was one of those. And then it turned from that to playing Call of Duty, to playing Minecraft, to playing that all day, or to playing it all night, to playing it all day. Because it was like, damn, we really only get on when it's late. You want to get on earlier? We got on earlier. We kept getting on earlier. We kept playing longer, and then bam, now I'm here making content on the same shit that took my childhood away. Now I'm thinking about it, that's crazy. It didn't take all my childhood away, but it definitely did. It changed in a way that I didn't even realize at the time. Like now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of the memories that I had started to really form online whenever me and my friend across the street really started talking to each other more. I think that's whenever I spent more time online. I was like, damn, like it's cool. It's cool that we live close, but I think once we moved away from each other, that's whenever we started trying to spend more time with each other, which is ironic, because it's like the whole time we lived near each other, we didn't really play with each other like that. His parents didn't allow him. I remember his parents didn't allow his like, okay, so I think his dad was just like Mexican or some shit, and they didn't like them coming to play with us. Maybe because of safety or because we were black. I'm not sure, but regardless, we didn't get to see them because they were on the other side of the street, another neighborhood, another section. So we really didn't get to see them like that. But online, I could. After we became internet buddies and shit. Like I would see them on Xbox. Like I said, we play Call of Duty, we play Minecraft, we played just a lot of games that we had in common. Because before that, we would just be sharing games. I remember. And he broke mine. He broke my favorite one, but it's alright. I forgave him. I forgave him, even though he doesn't own up to it. I remember how he gave it back. I gave him his shit in his case. It was Sonic Unleashed. I remember we traded because I didn't have Sonic Unleashed. He didn't have Sonic Heroes. So I gave him Sonic Heroes. He gave me Sonic Unleashed. When it came back to the trading day, I had his shit in a case in my hand, and I gave it to him. He had my shit in his hand, just no case, just disc. And he saw my dad. He said he got scared because my dad was on the porch, and he just put it on the ground with the shiny side on the ground. And then I flipped it over, and I didn't know what it was because I'm like, oh shit, like what is this? I saw something that shouldn't be there. And when I tried to put the disc back in, it just didn't work. That was the last time my game worked. Is the last time I had it. Then I gave it to him. It came back broke because there was a crack on the shiny side. So I'm like, what the fuck happened? And he just didn't tell me. Like it was always something that wasn't his fault. And you know what I'm saying? No offense. It's just like, just own up to it, bro. Like the disc was in your possession, and it worked before I gave it to you. And then whenever I got it back, it didn't work ever again. He tried to make it seem like it was me, which I didn't appreciate, because I'm like, nigga, I know I was playing this game before I gave it to you, so I would know what I did to it. Although I didn't always take perfect care of my games, like MW3, the inner ring had like a crack around it. It's like, come on, man, you can't gaslight me into believing that I broke my own game. But yeah, how long have I been going for? Because I just told like all these stories, and the bed just farted. That wasn't me. Shut your ass up. Oh, Logic just posted 2 minutes ago. Right to be? I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna listen to it. Alright, Logic. But yeah, that was 4 stories. I don't know how well those were. Well, that was technically 5, but I don't know how well those were in accordance to detail and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna record some more while I got the opportunity. This is cool. And I kind of like story times because I could really get in my yap bag. Cause you have to yap to give the details. You know what I'm saying? If I want the details, you gotta let me yap. You know what I'm saying? Where it's at, yeah. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. The people who are listening in the future, There's nobody in here right now anymore because I can't read all the comments, but I do appreciate it though. Who was in here? Shout out Daquan, even though he wasn't in here for that long. Shout out Muso. Shout out anybody else watching in the clouds type shit. Like, that's cool. Like, it's fire. It's kind of weird seeing y'all back in here again, but it's also fire. I love it. So I'm gonna leave it at that before I get to yapping too crazy, because I really don't know what else I could say while I'm on here. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna just dead it while I can. I might hop back on Spider-Man low key. I could like just record. I don't know how that would be as an upload. We'll see. But yeah, y'all be easy though, man. Deuces. Bam. I don't know why I can't stop it faster. They got me having to go in this bitch like this. Like I'm Inspector Gadget. Bam.